Hey everyone, it's Jules, and I'm posting this a little late, sorry, but vacation, you know. And I'm here today with my July wrap-up and my August TBR. Yay! So let's get started on the wrap-up books, because there is actually quite a few. Okay, so the first book I read was A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, and yes, I know it was a library book, so I don't have it with me, but you know what it looks like probably. You've probably seen it around. It was really good. I do have only 3 characters that I actually like. It's the obvious ones, Jon, Dany, and Arya. I like Sansa, but she's just, she needs to toughen up. That's what really needs to happen. And don't spoil, because again, only on the first book. I'm not allowed to watch the TV show, so yeah. Do you guys like my pug? I won him at the beach. He's like a little sausage pug. I love him a lot. He reminds me of Elle from Secret Life of Pets. I love him. He's so cute. I won him in like one of those carnival game things. And I was not having a fun day that day. I was really not having a fun day, but whatever. I won him, so it made it all better. Okay, next book. Okay, the next book I read was Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor, and I can't say too much about this without spoiling the first book. I'm just gonna say it's a sequel to Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I highly enjoyed this just as much as I enjoyed Daughter of Smoke and Bone. And it was just really, really good, and I enjoyed it. My ship got broken, and yeah, so whatever. It was really good. I suggest you read this series. It's a very good series. Okay, the third book that I read in July was Saint Anything by Sarah Destin, and I love this book so much. It was such a good book, and I loved Sarah Destin's writing style, and I finally understand the carousel on here, it was just such a good book, and it's a great contemporary novel. I'm normally not into contemporary novels, but Sarah Destin, Saint Anything, is a great way to get started into a contemporary kind of thing, so I'm thinking of reading more contemporary after reading this, and I'm definitely going to read more of Sarah Destin because I enjoyed her writing so much. It was just a great, and I like how it didn't have a lot of the contemporary tropes. It didn't have like, you know, like instant love, like instant crush. It didn't have, you know, like death in the family. It didn't have, you know, like only one person's struggles. It just had all of these different struggles, and it had like a great family who was willing to take Sydney in. It was just such a good book, and I recommend you read this if you are not into contemporary, because this book will definitely get you into contemporary like it did me. The next book that I read was Magonia by Maria Devana Hadley, and oh my god, I love this so much. It was such a good book, and I remember this quote. I forget where it is. I forget where the quote is, but my point is, it was the funniest quote ever. So Oz is in class, and the professor asks her what she's thinking, because, you know, she's staring off into space, and she's like, "Oh, I'm thinking about death." And I just love Oz so much. It was just such a good one, and I'm super excited for the sequel, Airy. I'm not sure how it's going to plan out, because this seems like a standalone, but yeah, the ending definitely made it look like a standalone, but nevertheless, I'm really excited for Airy. And yeah, because also Airy has a beautiful cover. If you haven't seen it, look up Airy cover. It's A-E-R-I-E. It's a gorgeous cover. It's like this, but it's an anchor turning into birds instead of a flat feather turning into birds. And I love the chapter pages. As you know, I'm a sucker for cool chapter pages. Let me find one. So it's like has a cool one, and this also deals with grief in a way, and anxiety and depression, and it's great contemporary with fantasy elements. It was such a good book, and I did actually like, for once, I liked the dual perspectives, and that was really cool. Okay, and the final book I read in July was Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. Okay, first off, look at this cover. It's beautiful. And so I enjoyed this book a lot. It was a very interesting book, and then the plot twist kind of was like, okay, I would have preferred, I don't want to say anything, but I just would have said, like, I was expecting this book to be about not the chosen one, but it turns out it was, and I'm just, I want a book I want a book that is not centered around the chosen one. That's all I want. I will read The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, because I know that's a thing. And yeah, this book was good. I enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed-ish the writing style. Writing style wasn't the best, and the font took me a while to get into. Like, it changes font at one point, I think. No, it doesn't. Does it? It's just a weird font compared to what I'm used to. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like more like curvy rather than like the standard text, and like that kind of like, it was kind of, and like it's really light on some pages, and that kind of was like, it's kind of hard to read for me, but I eventually got through it and it was good. I will be reading the sequel, Ice Like Fire. I'm excited to see where this goes. And yeah, so recommend you read this too. I think you'd like it if you're into like fantasy, and it does have a lot of great world blah 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 blah. A lot of great war blah 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 blah. It has a lot of great world building, and it's a pretty good fantasy book. Alright, now on to the August TBR books. Yay! Okay, so one of the first books that I'm planning on reading / already reading is Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, and I'm enjoying it so far. The text is really small though, and it's like, the text is super small. Like, look at this. It's not as big as I was used to, and I just realized that there's no like chapter breaks. It doesn't say like chapter 1, chapter 2. There's just like breaks in the paragraphs instead of actual chapters. Instead it goes book 1, book 2, and it does all that. Well, no, it just goes book 1. There's like there is no like thing. Yeah. There's just like no chapter breaks, and so I'm finding a way, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I heard that it's going to become a movie with Emma Watson as the star, so definitely going to have to read this because Emma Watson is life. Okay, so the next book that I'm planning on reading in August is And I Darken by Kirsten White, and I have heard so many good things about this, only good things. I've never heard anything bad. So I'm excited to read it. The dust jacket is dirty because I just bought it that way, but it was the only copy left, so I was like, I'm getting this, I'm getting it. And I did, and it sounds like an amazing plot. I'm just super excited to read it. And the cover is gorgeous. Like, look at this. It's so beautiful. Okay, next book. Okay, so one of the final books that I'm planning on reading in August is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. And if you don't know why, Empire of Storms is coming out in September, and I want to be prepared and reread this book. Plus, it was a really good book, so I'm definitely planning on rereading it. Yeah, it was a good book. I'm rereading it due to Empire of Storms, and I'm super excited for Empire of Storms, as everybody knows. Okay, and the final book that I'm planning on reading in August is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, Judd Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. I have heard mixed reviews about this. I'm excited. I have heard it's great, I've heard it's okay, I've heard it's terrible. I just personally want to see how it goes since I've heard so many mixed reviews. I'm super excited because I got this at the beach actually, and I've seen like people like take it off and they have like this, they have like the nest on it, and I'm really jealous of that. I think that may be only in like Australia or UK or something, but either way, I'm still really jealous of it because all I got is black and yellow, and I'd rather have the nest thing on like a black cover, you know? I'd rather have that. But either way, I'm still very happy that I got this. Super excited to read it. Okay everyone, that was the books that I'm planning on reading in August and the books that I read in July. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, comment. I will see you guys, oh god, in the next video. Bye!